Greetings, I am Jonah Weingarten. I'm the keyboardist and orchestral composer in Pyramaze. Our new album is coming out on AFM Records on November 13th called Epitaph. I'm very excited to have that released, obviously. We all are. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some nerdy things. My process in the way that I like to compose music for Pyramaze and music in general. In this case, I'll be talking about our second single from Epitaph, which is called A World Foregone. It's a really special song to all of us as it deals with some very impactful environmental issues. So here we go. I'll be talking about the intro to the song. This was one of the tracks in the album where I wrote all the orchestration first, and then we went through and the boys over in Denmark and Norway added in guitars, bass, drums, and vocals after the fact. And then I came back and incorporated Terria's vocal melody lines into the intro using some violins. So it was kind of a three-part process, I suppose. So here we go. The first thing I did was I composed a sort of simple piano line that you can hear. Okay, and then you can hear that the next thing I brought in was a staccato string arrangement. Staccatos from the cellos, violas, violins, and basses. I love staccato strings a lot. It's usually how I start my orchestrations because it gives it some rhythmic context for me. So you could base the rhythm guitar parts around the rhythm of the staccato string parts, and then it also creates the chord movement. So, and then from there, I like to bring in full strings, so your full orchestra to fill in that empty space. And then I generally like to bring in some big epic percussions and to further solidify the rhythm and sort of the overall ambiance. With some big reverbs on there to give the big war drums and timpani and everything like that, and the grand casa sort of a sound as though it's being played far away by a large army, which is an effect that I like to have. So why don't we isolate the percussion and all the sound design. And I also brought in some tubular bells there to accent the main points and to ground the chords. Let's do all the percussion and then the strings and piano together for some context. then finally is the brass and woodwinds. I'm a huge Hans Zimmer fan. He's a big influence on me. I love the way that he uses French horns in things like the Dark Knight soundtrack and Inception and so forth. Big influence on me, and I love to make everything I do as epic as possible. It's kind of one of my trademarks. So let's isolate our woodwinds and our brass section. I love the oboe part in there. It really gives it kind of an elegant feel, while also complementing all of the melodies and the counterpoint melodies that are taking place. Additionally, with my piano melodies, in the final chorus, where I use all of the orchestration again from the intro, I made some sort of counterpoint melodic parts with the harp, which I think came out really nicely. The harp is such a beautiful instrument, and I really like to use it to help build parts of the song in that way. And then also I would love for you to hear the isolated choirs from the final chorus of the song. It gives it sort of an ambience and a really epic and emotive quality that makes that final chorus so much more impactful. That's definitely that Howard Shore, Lord of the Rings influence kind of rubbing off on me a bit there. I love to isolate a solo soprano voice like that, put some really nice reverb on it, and it gives it that epic atmosphere. And finally, let's play it all together so you can hear the finished product. Thanks for hanging out with me today and diving into this composition with me. Be sure to check out the new Pyramaze album, Epitaph, out on AFM Records on November 13th. And stay metal.